See, my car might sound badass right now, but truth is I have zero power at all. I should be hitting about 15 pounds of boost, and instead I'm at like 7 at best, which really sucks. But the only reason I haven't had my car fixed yet is because I'm gonna have more performance fix my exhaust leak and my clutch pedal at the same time, and so that I don't pay double labor and, you know, waste all their time, I'm gonna get it done at once. So that's the only reason my car hasn't been fixed yet, which kind of sucks. I'm still waiting on a clutch pedal from Subaru. It was on national back order for like 3 weeks. But that's what I'm waiting on to get my car fixed. But hopefully, I know I keep saying this, like next week. Anyway, I figured while I'm driving, I'm headed to the store, I could give you guys some pointers on how to grow a YouTube channel. I've seen in the comments recently on my video and several other videos, new guys wondering how to get started. And I don't have all the answers. I'm not an expert on the subject by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, but I figured even if I could give, you know, one tip or one piece of knowledge that helps somebody out somewhere, then I've done my job. So that's the point of this whole video. So the first thing to keep in mind about growing a YouTube channel is put out good content. When I say good content, I don't mean you need the latest gear or a good camera. It could be a camera phone, it could be a GoPro, it could be whatever you have. You know, you really don't need high-end gear to get started, but just get started. The more you make videos, the better they'll become. You know, you could even go back and look at my first video. Please don't, because it's absolutely horrible. And I don't even watch that video because it's so bad. I cringed the whole time I edited it because it was awful. But, you know, you only get good by doing it. You know, practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get, and the more natural you'll sound, the better you'll become at editing, and the whole 9 yards. So the more videos that you make, you know, it's pretty much impossible to not get better if you do it regularly. Even me, when I take a break sometimes from making videos and I get back to it, I'm rusty and I kind of suck. So if this video sucks, then you know why. Now, another point I want to make is it's important to be original. There's nothing wrong with making a video that is similar to somebody else's. You know, if you just naturally thought of the same idea, or maybe you're, you know, filming it from a different angle, you're bringing something new to the table, something original. There's nothing wrong with that. But you shouldn't be copying people verbatim, because that just looks terrible and it looks forced and phony, and that is probably one of the biggest ways to turn people off from your channel. For example, this video right now, I am filming with my GoPro because my DSLR likes to overheat in the hot sun, especially when it's on a hot dash, and it automatically shuts off. So trying to get a full video while vlogging in a hot car on a summer day is difficult to do with a DSLR, so I'm using my GoPro. You know who else uses a GoPro? Of course, the one, the only, Street Speed 717. But even that, I'm trying not to copy him. I have my camera set up differently. Obviously, I'm not driving a Z06, but you know, even little things like that, setting up your camera a little bit different, you know, talking about something a little bit different, talking about different points of the same topic is a great way to keep originality in a, you know, on a subject that is going to be very similar in a lot of ways. There's not a whole lot that we can do because we're all in the same game. You know, we're all car YouTubers, vloggers. Okay, thanks for coming into my lane, dude. No, 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 sorry. I talk to cars all the time, but people piss me off because they drive like ass. Sorry, it's terrible. Anyway, what was I saying? There is nothing wrong with, you know, bringing your own original content to a video, even if it is similar to somebody else's. You could always be original. You could always add your own flair, your own ideas to it. So be original. Holy crap. You have to be kidding right now. This is unheard of. I drive this road usually about once a week, and people have never pulled out on me like they have today. Of course, I guess because I'm vlogging, I don't know. Anyway, to wrap up my last point, be original. There's nothing wrong with sharing some similar ideas, but you know, it's important to be original. And also on that note, as far as music goes, I will talk about music either later in this video or a separate video. Finding cheap or free, copyright-free music is very difficult to do. So if you see a lot of channels using the same videos or the same music, that is most likely why. It's not that somebody's trying to copy somebody, you know? It's not that, you know, TJ Hunt's trying to copy Casey Neistat, or I'm trying to copy B is for Build, or anything like that. It's just there's very limited music that is good, that doesn't suck, that's out there, that is also copyright free. And that is usually the limiting factor when it comes to selecting music. So if you hear a lot of the same musics, what the hell is musics? I cannot drive and talk. If you hear a lot of the same music across different YouTube channels, that's why. Because a lot of YouTubers prefer the same sources of music because they're easy to work with. Now, when it comes to actually growing your YouTube channel, there are some do's and don'ts. First of all, sub for sub is absolutely the probably worst way to try and grow your channel. For those of you who don't know, sub for sub basically means that you subscribe to somebody else and they in turn subscribe to you. And people do this on YouTube, on Instagram, on a bunch of social media stuff, Twitter, you name it. The problem with it on YouTube is YouTube actually uses very sophisticated algorithms to decide what videos to promote, what channels to promote, you know, what to recommend. So when you sub for sub, your subscriber count might go up, but you're not putting out the content, so YouTube really can't recommend that, you know? Let's say you watch a video from David Patterson, and you know, you have the sidebar with similar videos from other car channels that might talk about you have recommendations from other car channels that put out a similar video or a video on a similar topic. And that is all done through YouTube's algorithms and, you know, their recommendation system. So if you just sub for sub, then you are not helping your own channel grow. It's just detrimental. And in fact, it could hurt your channel, because instead of you know, being recommended on similar tags and similar topics, instead YouTube doesn't know what to do with your videos because you're not putting out the content. So really, I need to stop vlogging. Holy sh! You have to be kidding. You have to be joking right now. You have to be. This is uncalled for. You know what? Maybe I'll finish this video later. It's important that you have natural growth, because otherwise your channel isn't going to go anywhere. Even if you get a high number of subscribers, they're either going to unsub very quickly, or it's not going to help your channel grow. So it's very important that your growth is natural, because otherwise it won't sustain itself. Another thing that's important is engaging your subscribers. And I don't know how well I do this, honestly. I hope I do good. I probably could do better. But I try to do it as much as I can. And when I say engage your subscribers, I'm talking about even the little things, like liking a comment that they posted or replying to a comment. I do my best to reply to all comments on the channel, and I think this guy's gonna hit me because I'm paranoid now. I do my best to respond to all the comments, decent comments, not hater comments. That's a whole nother video. But I do my best, honestly, to, you know, try and respond to any comments or questions that people might have. Even if they say, hey, that's an awesome video, I try and respond and say, hey, thank you, you know, thanks for the support, thanks for watching, because they're taking their time out of their day to watch my videos, and they're taking more time to leave a comment. So even if they leave a comment saying, hey, great video, you know, it takes 2 seconds for me to reply and say, hey, thanks for watching. So it's important to build that relationship, even if it's not like a super close relationship. it's important to build that with your subscriber base. So that's what I try to do. And like I said, even, you know, liking a comment goes a long way. And as your YouTube channel grows, you're gonna have less time to actually interact with your subscribers. Now my channel is still fairly small, so I see all my comments. I could respond to every single comment, which is awesome. I'm kind of dreading the day that goes away, because sooner or later your channel will grow to a point where that is not humanly possible. So you'll see this a lot on large YouTube channels where, you know, somebody leaves a comment and the YouTuber actually responds, and they're like, oh my God, they're totally fangirling because the YouTuber actually took the time to respond to them. And like I said, as your channel grows, that becomes more and more difficult. But if you start even when your channel's small and you could, you know, reply to comments or like comments, and as your channel grows, if you can continue to do that, that will definitely help, you know, keep subscribers. And like I said, people love that interaction. So even if it's small, even if it seems like something that you don't really have to respond to, do it anyhow. You know, there's not a whole lot to say about, hey, great video, but if you say, hey, thanks for watching, that really can help, you know, make somebody's day, even as small as it might seem. So as much as I can, I always try to engage my subscribers. And that same goes on Instagram or Facebook. If somebody, or Willwell, I'm on there as well. You know, but if somebody comments something or whatever, I try to comment back. It is very important to collaborate with other channels. And, you know, you could do that through subscriber meets. You could do that through actually collabing, and if you're in the same area, you can make a video together, or it could be tag videos. You know, I know a lot of people, for whatever reason, hate tag videos, but tag videos are a great way to reach new people. And all you have to do is make a video and tag somebody in it. You know, the 10 things I hate about my STI video was a tag video. And I went ahead and I tagged WasteGate Warriors, so now people got to see his channel from my channel. And, you know, my 10 things I love about my car, I did that video and I tagged Project WRX, so hopefully some of my subscribers will, you know, wander over to his channel, and if they like what he's putting out, then they'll subscribe to him. And then he can do the same thing to another channel. So it's a really great way to grow your channel and, you know, open yourself up to new potential subscribers, even if you're not in the same area. So collab videos and tag videos are probably the best thing to do. Now, I was fortunate enough to be a part of, or not actually a part of, because I wasn't a YouTuber at that point, but I had the opportunity to attend the subscriber meet last summer that Dr. M3 organized for the Pittsburgh area. And through that, I got to meet Evan Shanks, a whole bunch of guys, you know, David Patterson, TJ Hunt, ton of guys. Evan had more to do with my channel getting off the ground than probably anybody. Evo. And it sounded nice. That's nicely done. That's nicely done. Thank you. Thank you for doing it right. He was a little low. He was kind of slammed. I have nothing against slammed cars, but in Pittsburgh, it's kind of insane. Anyway, Evan Shanks did a huge number on getting my fledgling little channel off the ground. And he was nice enough to allow me to interview him for my channel, which catches people's interest. And he also was kind enough to put me on his channel and feature me in a video. If I find the link, I'll post it. But that brought in a lot of subscribers. If you have a opportunity to work with a large channel, go for it, absolutely. But in my opinion, it's a lot of times the smaller channels that can help you just as much, if not more. And I feel that a lot of YouTubers shy away from collabing with smaller channels because they think they won't open their channel to that many more subscribers. You know, like me, if I see a channel with 100 subscribers, then logically you would look at that and say, oh, they only have 100 subs. I'm not really interested in collabing with them because I already have 3K, so what's an extra 100, you know? But in reality, the fact of the matter is, those small channels can do far more for you than large channels can. And the reason for that is those small channels are small now, but they're not gonna be small in 3 months from now, in 6 months from now, in a year from now. I mean, if you even go back a year and a half, TJ Hunt was at 5,000 subscribers. So, you know, it's easy to say, oh, he only has 5,000 subs. Not a big deal. Now he's at over 250,000. You know, you really shouldn't look at a channel and say, oh, they're small, so they can't help me. That could not be further from the truth. In fact, all channels, big and small, can help you. But it's not always about them helping you. It has to be mutual. It's, can I help them? Can I help them grow their channel? And that's why I like small YouTube channels, because, I mean, like, David Patterson, he's an awesome guy. He has an awesome channel, and I would love to collab with David Patterson, absolutely. But he has 500,000 subscribers. Like, what can I bring to his channel? I could probably let him review my car, maybe, if I drive down to Georgia. But, you know, there's not a whole lot that I could offer him, and big YouTube channels are already busy with everything that they have going on. So, for that reason, in my opinion, smaller channels, medium to small channels, are much better to work with. You know, you'll probably get more out of it, they'll get more out of it, and since you're at the same level of subscribers, you're gonna grow together. At least from what I've observed. That seems to be kind of how it just goes, where you have small channels and they grow into large channels, you know, and it happens very quickly. So you shouldn't look at a channel and say, oh, they're big, they can help me, or that channel's small, they can't help me, because it really just depends on, you know, who's watching their videos. So my whole point is, on this rant, is don't overlook other small YouTube channels. Work together, help each other to grow, and that is the fastest way you can grow. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I probably will make another video at some point talking about some other things that I'm sure I left out, because this video is probably terrible. It's very disjointed, and this guy is an idiot. So again, thanks for watching. I had a complete blast making this video. I definitely will have more vlogs coming to you guys. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try and intermix some vlogs with some installation videos, because I have a lot of those lined up. And this whole summer, at least when I'm able to make videos, a lot of it's gonna be trying to fix my car, because it has a lot of little things that have cropped up that is just annoying. So it's gonna be fixing a lot of small things, but I'm gonna try and mix in a lot of vlogs, maybe a couple, you know, car meets, maybe a subscriber meet, and some other things. So anyway, please subscribe if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys next time. I have an OEM fog light cover, which I have modified into an air duct that directs cooler air into my engine bay. It is not connected directly to my intake, but it directs air in that general area. So next up is wheels and tires. Now this right here is my summer setup. I also have my OEM BBS wheels with snow tires that I put on for the winter.